Hello everyone, welcome to today's class, and our title today is Australians Debate Beach Etiquette. Let's move on to language focus. 1번. The controversy is about tent-like structures known as cabanas. Okay, so as you can see, I have highlighted like, but there's a hyphen in front of like. So use, the hyphen, like after a noun, 명사, to create an adjective expressing similarity to that noun. Okay, so like는 명사 뒤에 불어큰 명사와 유사한 솔질을 가진 형용사를 만드는 조미사입니다. So 예를 들어 childlike는 아이 같은 이라는 의미로 아이의 순수함이나 행동을 닮았음을 나타냅니다. So, like a child. If we look at our first example sentence here, let's just split these two up because they make of a cramped space. Okay, scientists have invented a plastic-like material that can be made from soybeans. So, 과학자들은 콩으로 만들 수 있는 플라스틱 같은 소재를 발명했습니다. Or, the Kung Fu Master's movements were swift and cat-like. 쿵푸 대사의 동작은 빠르고 고양이 같았습니다. So they were cat-like, like a cat. Plastic-like, like plastic. Tent-like, like a tent. Alright, moving on to 2번 now. 2번. On the other hand, there's only so much space on the beach, especially in most popular spots like Bondi. They're talking about Bondi Beach in this situation. Now, I have highlighted there's only so much. Okay, use only so much or only so many for countable nouns to express that a quantity is limited. Okay, so only so much 또는 only so many는 특정 양이 제한적임을 표현할 때 사용됩니다. We have only so much time to choose topics and write articles every month. 우리는 매달 주제를 선택하고 기사를 작성할 시간이 제한되어 있습니다. Or, I wish we could buy more, but there's only so much money in our budget. 더 많이 살 수 있으면 좋겠지만 우리 예산에는 한정된 돈만 있습니다. There's only so much, or only so many, for countable nouns. Alright, now let's look at the language focus quiz. 1번. Whom's voice is like. So if we scroll back up, use like after a noun to create an adjective expressing similarity to that noun. So remember, like는 명사 뒤에 붙여 그 명사와 유사한 성질을 가진 형용사를 만드는 조미사입니다. Alright, so let's just say, who's an artist we all know? Let's say Adele. Adele's voice is, let's say, angel-like. So, scroll back in. Okay, so Adele의 목소리는 천사 같다. So her voice is like an angel, it's angel-like. 2번. Is, that shouldn't be there. Is like material used for this one's hard. I'm just going to say something like hair gel is let's just say sticky like material used for styling hair. That's all I can think of. 헤어젤은 머리를 스타일링하는 데 사용되는 끈적거리는 물질이다. Alright, 3번. There is only so much space for in So only so much, use only so much or only so many for countable nouns to express the quantity is limited. So only so much 또는 only so many 특정 양이 제한 적임을 표현할 때 사용됩니다. So let's say there is only so much space for guests in the house. 집에는 손님을 위한 공간이 한정되어 있다. Or I have only so much patience for, let's say, rude people. 무례한 사람들에게 참을성도 한계가 있다. Alright, now let's look at the further discussion. 1번. Why do you think skin cancer rates are so high in Australia? 왜 호주에서 피부암 발생률이 그렇게 높은 것 같나요? Scientifically, I don't know, but I know that obviously the sun in Australia is far worse than here in Korea. It's when you think of Australian summers, you think of really very, how can I say, dry heat, and the sun kind of like burns your skin rather than here in Korea. It's more humid and very sticky and uncomfortable and sweaty. In Australia, it's also very humid in certain places as well. But the sun really feels like it's next to you. It feels like it's burning you, and it is. And to be honest with you, Australia is a country that really has a lot of outdoor activities. A lot of Australians like to be outdoors. There is so much to do outdoors. I mean, many people go to the beach. There are many things to do outside. Many people are very social outside. I know that when I was living in Australia, that I was more outside than I was inside. In Korea, I think it's very opposite. You can usually, Seoul and Gyeonggi-do area, if you live in this area, it's very kind of packed. And wherever you go, everywhere is very busy. But in Australia, even in the busy cities, you're able to go here and there, and for places not to be too packed, and you can still have quite a nice day without, having too many people around. So that's something I actually really miss about Australia. So more people are more likely to go out. And like I said, we have a lot of beaches. We're a coastal city, so most cities have a beach or are very close to the beach. And most people during the summertime will go to the beach. So that's the reason why skin cancer is one of Australia's biggest killers. And that's why we have so many sort of campaigns against skin cancer. I grew up having to follow certain rules in school, that always had to wear a hat, you always had to wear sunscreen. It was a very different system to here in Korea. 2번. What types of antisocial behavior typically occur on beaches? 해변에서 일반적으로 발생하는 반사회적인 행동에는 어떤 종류가 있나요? Well, obviously there are a lot of like people who are filming illegally, like 몰카. So there have been situations like that, I know, that have happened in Australia. People filming illegally. Obviously stealing is a big one as well. In Australia, I don't know if in Korea if it's acceptable, but in Australia, drinking on the beach is acceptable, so it's fine. But mainly those people who are stealing or taking illegal photos or videos of people, usually women, obviously, men taking photos of women, I mean, as well as, yeah, that's the only things I can think of. Those two are the main antisocial behaviors that I hear about that are on the beaches, that I hear from, that I've seen actually that happen in Australian beaches. I haven't seen it here in Korea. Anyway, that wraps it up for today's class, and I'll see you on the next class.
Stake out.
Stake out.
Obstruct.
Obstruct.
Antisocial.
Antisocial.
Vicious cycle.
Vicious cycle.
Monopolize.
Monopolize.
Considerate.
Considerate.